Yes, I think others are yet to join.
Yeah, yes, Murali. Whether they will join or not is a question now.
So tomorrow is a festival. Actually, you're in Bangalore, right, sir? Actually,
Yeah, yeah. But I think today for
hello.
North India and all, it is a big festival, right?
Can you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Can you able to hear me, sir? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So tomorrow is a holiday in Bangalore, right?
Yeah, today is also bank holiday, right? Today and tomorrow. And the
Bangalore,
festival,
Bangalore. I'm saying.
yeah, Bangalore, yeah, Bangalore also, bank holiday today and tomorrow.
Okay. Then I'm not sure whether others are joining or not. We'll just have a recap of what we did yesterday. So we started with networking and content delivery, and we talk about network basics, how a network will be configured. Network basics, that is like systems. All the network systems will be connected to subnet, and subnet will be connected to router to have the connection between one set of network to another set. Then we talk about IP address, how the IP address is configured. It's we call this as 32-bit IP address. That is, each decimal number will have 8-bit octal number in the backend. So 8 into 4, it is called as 32-bit, and it is 2 power 8. Yeah, we'll be having 256 IP addresses. So 32-bit we call it as IPv4 address, and 128-bit we call it as IPv6 address. So IPv6 address is very high configuration bandwidth network you need. That time you will be able to use this IPv6. And IPv6 is composed of 8 groups, and each group will have a 16-bit hexadecimal number. So that's why 16 into 8, 128-bit.
That
Then we
192,
talk
whether
about difference
change
between. Hmm.
192
Hmm?
dot 0 dot 2, the 192,
Uh-huh.
right? Will it change by chance?
Yes.
Like say,
Yes, yes, that's what. It is up to any number from 0 to 255.
okay,
You can enter here. Same thing for this also, 0 to 255, 0 to 255, 0 to 255. Any number you can keep it.
okay.
Next, network bit and process bit. What's the difference? So what we are talking about is only network bits, not processor bits. Processor is coming into a system. Then CADR block range, we have to define the CADR block range whenever we take a VPC account, because this once it is fixed, then later we cannot change. So 24 means it's 256. That is 2 power 8 is balance. 32 minus 24, it is 8. So 2 power 8 is 256 IP address we have. In case if it is highest bit is 16, where 16 bit will have 65,536 IP address, and lowest bit is the 4, that is 28. 28 bit, which is the lowest, which will have 16 bit IP address. 16 IP addresses will have, and 5 IP addresses are default, it is reserved. So I told you yesterday why it is reserved. And we talk about OSI model, which will have all the 7 layers: application layer, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical layer. Then we talk about Amazon VPC, how to take Amazon VPC account. VPC is nothing but an isolated section of your AWS cloud, where we can able to launch our resources in a virtual network that we define, and it will give you full control over your all your virtual networking resources as well. So selection of IP address is our responsibility, subnet creation is our responsibility, configuring route table and network connection is our responsibility. We can put multiple layers of security as well. Then we talk about VPCs and subnets. So VPC is an isolated section of your AWS cloud, which will be spread across the availability zones in that particular region. And subnets is nothing but the range of IP address which we can able to put it inside. And subnet will have public and private. Public is we have to assign it. Private is by default it will have. Public means public can able to access that server which is inside the subnet, and private is public cannot be able to access it. I told you the example like private subnet, public subnet. Then which is the lowest one? Lowest one is your 28 bit, and highest one is a 16 bit. CADR block IP addresses cannot overlap. That is, same IP address cannot come in another subnet also. That we have to make sure. And as I told you, once you created the CADR block, we cannot change it.
Okay.
Next, we talk about VPC. So this is how VPC will be configured. So you will be creating first itself 16 VPC. We are mentioning 16/16 bits fixed, so that the remaining it will be 6,000, 65,536 IP address will be there. From that we can split subnets, and we can able to create. So here 251, 251, 251. That means 5 IP address by default it is reserved. So one is for network address, second for internal communication, third is for domain name resolution, fourth is for future use, and fifth is for network broadcast. These are the reasons why we want to fix 5 IP address as reserved. Then we talk about public subnet and elastic IP address. Elastic IP address is nothing but mask the failure. Mask the failure. If one computer server is not working, immediately it will move to the next one. But the public who are watching that website will not get affected, because that public IP address will be same, but in the server and the backend it will get changed. Once it is ready, again it will come back, or it will move to the next one based on the speed and if there is any issue. But if you're taking elastic IP address, you will be paying additional cost. Like I told you that, like a car stepney, whenever you want, you will change it immediately and will go and put the puncture later when you reach your local station. The network interface, it is attached to all the running IP, running server. It will attach. It will again one more check, like to and fro communication. It will have a check, so that unwanted things we cannot come inside. So it will like one more protection, elastic network interface. Then route table. Each subnet should have be connected to one route table, at least one route table. This is private route table, and this is public route table. So public route table, subnet will have a public route table, private subnet will have private route table. Route table can have multiple subnets. Route table can have multiple subnets, but at least subnet at least each subnet should at least connected to one route table. So each subnet should be must be associated with one route table. So default the local communication is always should be available. That is inside the router. I mean inside the VPC and inside the subnet, they should be able to communicate. All the systems can be able to communicate. Yes. Now today we'll go for VPC networking. There are some 8 types of networking concept here. That is main that we'll discuss today. I think
So
yes,
Murli,
Rupali said that. Hmm.
from the exam point of view, right? Just to be
Mhm.
curious, not anyways, you're going to let us know.
Mhm.
Will it have only the questions and answers, questions with this objective type, or there will be kind of a scenario will be given wherein we have to create that case also?
Nothing. Only all the exams of AWS are only
Objective.
optional, only objective, multi-choice only. The
Okay.
question will be based off scenario. You will give
Scenario.
option also. That's what I told you. There will be always in the question. Like I'm just giving this knowledge check now. Last slide. The knowledge
Hmm.
check. They'll be having a hint. Like that,
Hmm.
the question itself will have a hint. For that, first you have to be thorough with these 50 services. These 50
Hmm.
services, not even 50 services, like 40 services message. 40 services you be thorough means you will be able to easily clear that exam. That dumps also I will give you. See,
Okay. Okay.
4 or 5 times you read it, or not even 4 or 5 times, 3 times you read it maximum. One glance, some 200 or 300 questions you learn today. So tomorrow
Hmm.
again you revise that question. You will understand that concept logic. You can
Hmm.
easily clear that exam.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. So now we'll go for VPC networking. What is networking? How it is connected? Now this is first one. First one is internet gateway. Internet gateway. As we already see the structure of our AWS cloud. So first is cloud, that is AWS cloud. Inside the cloud we have region. Inside region we will have availability zones, as we already learned in the global infrastructure. Now this availability zone spanned by VPC. This availability zone is spanned by VPC. Okay. First itself, we have to take the VPC number, that is the value CADR block range. We just now learned CADR block range we have to define. So 16 means what? How many IP addresses are available? 65,536 IP addresses are available. Now, public. Public wants to access that server. For example, your website. Let us take Amazon.com. Amazon.com is a public website, correct? Everyone can able to access, right?
Yes.
So that we have to give permission, that we have to give access to the public. So public through internet, first they will be reaching our inside the cloud. They have to reach first internet gateway. That is, this server wants internet, or we want to give a internet connection to the subnet and the to the server. Means first we need to create a internet gateway, like how we are having your internet cable, I mean internet router and all those configurations. Same thing, we will have internet gateway. Now this internet gateway will be connected to route table. As I already told you yesterday, right? Route table is nothing but like a traffic constable, I told you, correct? What he is going to do, what the traffic constable will do, he will show the directions, he will show the directions, go this way, go this way. Same thing, route table first check whether what this user wants to access. If yes, this is the right route for that particular server, yes, it will route the traffic. Now we have one more server. For example, let us take any one question company. You want to search, let us take this Amazon only, right? So you are searching Amazon. He is going to search some iron box. Let us say iron box is searching. Now again, this will come. The route table will check. Okay, this is a server which we launched for Amazon. Now this question will be there. Now the same Amazon is having other verticals also. What are the things Amazon is doing? Is Amazon is doing only for online shopping? Is Amazon is only online shopping? No, right?
No, no.
Amazon things are also right. What are the other things they are doing? Let us say
Ads
Amazon
are,
Kindle, the
yeah.
book
Audible and
Kindle,
Kindle.
and again Prime. Amazon Prime is there.
Yes.
Correct. Amazon Prime is there. Now this is running in this server. Now this server is for Amazon.com, and this is for Prime. Now the public is coming here. First you'll reach the internet gateway because you need to access internet, and also the internet gateway is attached. You are able to see this is attached to this VPC. This is attached to this VPC. From VPC it is taken to the route table. Now route table will check what is the question the public is asking for. Prime. Prime means it will redirect the route to this server, the Prime server. If he is asking the user is for only for purchasing an item, it will redirect to this server. Okay, all the servers are configured in the same subnet only. It based on how many servers you want to run for that particular website. Okay, now the server is full, busy. Now what will happen, another automatic one more server will get created. The public will be routed to another server. Okay, next. Now this is for mainly for internet gateway. It is for public subnet. This is for public subnet. Public subnet, public can able to access the internet. From internet it will go to internet gateway. Now route table, through route table will go to the server. So whenever we have subnet, public subnet, we need an internet gateway to have the internet facility. That means this server wants to access internet also, you need internet gateway. Public wants to come to that server also, you should be passed through internet gateway. Okay, this is one. Now next, so here you can able to see the route table shows what is source 10.0.0.0/16. That means what, your entire VPC local means what, local communication. That means I told you local communication within this VPC is always should be available. It is always should be available. Next, internet gateway ID. As I already told you, internet means 0.0.0/0. That means anyone can able to access. That's what slash 0. So for that anyone can able to access, we are giving internet ID, that is IGW, internet gateway ID. Okay, one thing. Next one, NAT gateway. What? NAT gateway. That is what? Network address translation. Network address translation. Now, previous slide we saw about public subnet, how it is getting internet. Now, here we are going to see how private subnet is going to get the internet. Now, private subnet is what? It is private, correct? Na? Previously, public subnet, public can able to access, but private is ours. We should not allow access to the public, right? Now, same thing, internet is common. Now, private server wants to have access. Private server wants to have internet access means first it should go to private route table. Now, private route table will go to public subnet where we should launch one more device called NAT gateway, one more service called NAT gateway. Like internet wants to be access to the public, we need internet gateway. Same thing, NAT gateway is to be launched in the public subnet only. Now, it will again go to this public route table. From public route table, it goes to internet gateway, then internet. Now again the internet connectivity he wants access, right? So it will come again to internet gateway, public route table, NAT gateway, then private route table, then only private route table get the internet access. So this is why we are saying AWS is secured, because public, those who wants to try to access, the public users who wants to access the private server which you kept in your account, it is not possible at all. It is not possible at all. Even the private wants to access the user, that is possible only by going to this route, that is private route table, NAT gateway, again public internet gateway, then internet. Again the internet has to come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, and this one only it can able to access. So now this is called, as I told you, each subnet should have a route table. Public subnet should have a public route table. Private subnet should have a private route table. So here also you can able to see in both the local communication, that is inside the servers can able to talk, but not outside. But not outside. It is like example, CEO is the private route table. Okay. Now CEO we have, below CEO we have manager, then TL, then your executive. Now, if the executive wants to meet the CEO, is it possible? Is it possible?
It is possible, but just that he has to follow some protocol.
Exactly. Correct. Now, but it's not easy also. He has to
Hmm.
follow protocol. This first the executive wants means he has to go to the TL, TL has to inform manager, manager has to inform the CEO. But if the CEO wants to access the executive, is it possible?
Yes.
Yes. Now same thing only. Here this private route table wants to access public means he will try, but that too he has to go to the same procedure only. He has to cross all these people and then only access. If not, if public wants to meet the private route table, private server, it is not possible. Okay, that is called NAT gateway. So NAT gateway is mainly for accessing private route table wants to access internet. Then we need this NAT gateway to be launched. That too not in the private subnet. It has to launch in the public subnet. From public only, it has to get the connection, and it has to we can able to access the internet. Now here you can see internet uses, that is private subnet wants to access internet. It is called as NAT gateway ID. So whenever we create one service, it will have this ID. It's its own ID. Have same thing for here also. Public subnet also will have access. So you got it. So to
Any
explain,
example
to
like
make it
Amazon?
any example.
You just mentioned in the previous case, Amazon
Mm,
case, right? Wherein we will be
mm,
accessing. and which will
Yes,
be available
especially you
for
can
public.
see, yes, same thing. You see, public, that is Amazon website itself. Let us take Amazon
Mm.
website. You are able to show the public that Amazon website is having millions of items, correct now?
Right.
Okay, but who are all these sellers? Where these sellers are exactly located? What is their actual price they are actually bought? And see, for the customers, will be showing, like for example, 10 rupees product. For customer it will show 30 rupees, correct now?
Correct.
But what
Correct.
is the exact price of that item? Only Amazon will keep it. Now Amazon will keep it in the private subnet, those data.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
public will not able to access that. Correct. Now whatever is secret for us, for example, you are creating a registration form. Correct. You are creating
Mm.
a registration form. You are mentioning name, email ID, phone number. You are asking to submit it. Correct. Now this web
Yes.
page showing your front end, you will show to the public, because public has to submit the answer, submit these fields. But will you get this database which is storing inside, this database which is stored inside here, we'll keep it in the private subnet, because public should not get access to this database which you are collecting.
Mm. Yeah.
Are you getting now?
Yes.
Private place we have to keep it, whichever we want to secret hide from the public, we'll keep it in the private. The remaining things we'll keep it in the public, which public wants to access. Now here you can able to see the difference. Just now I told you internet gateway versus your NAT gateway. So here you can able to see public subnet. First one, internet gateway. Internet is coming to internet gateway in the VPC. Then it is going to the router. Now we have, these are all security features. NACL and security groups are there. Now it will come for your main server. Server also will have coverage. Server also will have security. That is security groups. Sub security, that is called NACL. Okay, and NACL inside the we have VPC, you have to configure your internet gateway, and it will go to your router. That is nothing but route table. Route table will come to your public subnet. I mean public subnet and public server EC2. Now in the NAT gate side, you are able to see private, already in the private subnet. He wants to access internet, means first you go to route table. The route table will take you to NAT gateway.
Hello.
Okay, I think it got disconnected.
Yes.
Yes, we were in this page. You guys were in this page. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So here we see internet gateway wants to access, means first the server has to go to private route table. Private route table will go to public subnet. Inside public subnet we have NAT gateway. NAT gateway will go to public router, that is public route table. Then internet gateway. Then internet access he will get. So this is the exact flow of your internet gateway and NAT gateway. So these are the main two types of how our server will get internet access. Because without internet, as we already wrote the definition of cloud computing, what is the main thing? We get storage, application, IT, and database, and all the resources, that to pay as you go pricing with the help of internet, with via internet. So internet has to be there. For that we need this NAT gateway and internet gateway, that will be configuring it in all the programs. Compulsory this network feature will be using it to launch a server. Also only S3 bucket, you don't want to have that much internet, it is only static website. Next, we go for VPC sharing. As the name itself says, VPC sharing. Now, I'll tell you an example. Let us take you and your neighbor is there, okay, and you both are going to a same college. You both are going to the same college. Let us say same class also. Fine. You and your friend, that is your neighbor. Now, your neighbor is having a motorbike. Your neighbor is having a motorbike, okay. You don't have a bike. You don't have a bike. Every day you both are going to the college in bike. You always travel with him, okay. You go to the college. Now, one day he's not feeling well. He's not going to the college. What you will do?
You
What
go
you will
by
do?
walk or
Go by water. You
auto
already
or
set your mind. You always every day you're going in bike. Anyways, bike is going to be idle in his house. We'll go by
okay.
walk or by bus, auto.
I'll
Some
take it like that.
yes, you will take his bike. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. Now that's what you take his bike. Who will put petrol actually?
In this case, I only have to put a petrol for this
Yes.
for the respective day.
Yes. You take the bike, okay, which is borrowed. You put fuel, okay. You go to the college and you will come back, right? Next. Now, do you have the rights to damage this bike?
No,
Do you have the rights to sold this bike or sell this bike? Sell this
no.
bike? No. Correct, na? Because it's somebody's bike, other person's bike. You are using it. For using, you are putting fuel and you get it back, give it back to them. Correct, na?
Hmm.
Now, that's what VPC is sharing. What is happening? Inside the VPC, you have multiple accounts. You have multiple accounts. You're able to see account A, B, C, D. Okay, na? Now, in the private subnet, you're able to see that this account B has two servers. This account C has one server and one database we have. And account D having NAT gateway. Just now we learned NAT gateway. NAT gateway is used for what? Your private subnet wants to have used to internet, you need NAT gateway. Next to this D account is having one EC2, one Redshift. This is the warehouse, data warehouse. Okay. Now this is you are able to see this internet gateway is connected to the router and everybody it is connected. Now this account B wants to use database. If you take a database newly, it will charge more. Like the neighbor is having bike, you don't have a bike. If you buy a bike, it will charge you more. Correct? For one day, he's not feeling well. Will you buy a bike for one day? New
No.
bike? No. Instead of that, you borrowed his bike and you went. Same thing. You account B wants to access database, so it will take the database, it will ask the database, use the database of the other account. That's called VPC sharing. But this database, for example, database is nothing but like an Excel sheet. You imagine Excel sheet. Excel sheet, already some data is there. You want to create a new data, new sheet. What you will do?
Insert.
Huh?
Insert worksheet.
Insert a worksheet, correct? New worksheet, right? Plus symbol you put and you put a insert a new worksheet. So from the existing Excel, you are able to create a new worksheet, correct? Na? Same thing, from this database I will be able to create a new database. Okay, I'll create a new database and I will use it. And you have the rights, like you how you put the fluel and you go. Same thing, you create a new sheet and you do for your work. Now you can take a copy of your data and keep it for your future use, but you don't have the rights to delete already what the data they it is existing. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, yes. So you cannot have the rights to delete their data. That means account sees data, you don't have the access to delete. Second thing, you use for your purpose, you take a copy of your purpose and keep it. Next one, you don't have the rights to terminate this instance. This instance means what? This RDS is an instance. Instance means server. Terminate
Okay.
means what? Permanently deleting is called terminate. Permanently deleting is called terminate. So you don't have the rights to permanently delete. Like I told you, the bike, you cannot sell it. Damage, that means should not delete any of their data also. You use for your purpose and keep it. The copy with you. Same thing, you can see for the just now I told you B is accessing RDS, B is accessing request, B needs database. Now B server needs internet means where it will go? It will go and ask for Axon D, please give me internet access through NAT gateway. So NAT gateway is already connected here, so he can able to get the internet. He don't have the rights to delete this NAT gateway or do anything to that. Just you can use it and keep it. That's called VPC sharing. You got it?
In
So in
which,
sharing, always a copy will be created. Is it like if anyone wants to use any other data, so for that local instance, every time a copy will be created. Is it?
That means by default, as I told you, whatever you're doing, you will have a copy in the other availability zones by default.
Hmm.
One thing, but other thing, you can able to keep it in your like S3 bucket, your storage service. You can keep one more database copy for your safety.
Okay.
See, instead of launching a new server, I'm just taking a borrowing a computer for 10 minutes. Like instead of buying a new
Hmm.
computer for only one job, only 1 hour I want a computer means will I buy a computer or go to a browsing center and browse and come back? Right? I don't have the rights to delete their data inside whatever they have. But
Hmm.
what I will do, I will keep a folder or copy and attach it in my email ID. Or if I took if I took my pen drive or something, I would have taken a copy and come back.
Yes.
Correct now?
Hmm. Yep.
Yes, similar to that.
so in
Next,
this case, it is
VPC
only
play.
uh, like when you say we can use it, is it like we can also add records into it, or it is just that we can view and copy?
Now, see, I think you might know about MySQL, right?
Yeah,
Database, you know, right?
correct.
Okay. Mm. Now, here is my MySQL, okay? MySQL database. Now, you are able to see these many databases I have created. Correct now? Now, in this database, I can create one more database also. I can create one more database also. Create database LCM. Okay. Now, row is affected. You are able to see left side, one more database is created. Okay. Now, this is
Right.
already this table is used by someone. Correct now, who has already have multiple records. Correct now. Now, I take this for my use. I create my own database. Now, I create a table of whatever I do. Whatever I do, I create a table of whatever it is. Now, I create a table. I insert some data into it. Right now, this table is having a see LCM table. Identify users. I have inserted two data. Okay, now this I will save it. I will save it in my copy. Now see SQL. I have a lot of databases. Now LCM. Now this saved, I have already saved my copy. Now I don't have the rights to delete all these tables because it's not mine. I used it for my purpose. I created the table, I used it. Now wherever I want to import this SQL table, I will just import through that file itself.
Okay.
You getting
But
right?
yeah,
Mm.
but in this case, like
Mm.
LCM I have created, right? I am the creator
Mm.
of that
Mm.
particular table. I can
Mm.
delete the table, at least to the one which I
Yes, you can
created.
delete the table. You
Okay.
can delete this table. You have the rights.
So,
You only created, right?
okay.
Mm.
So that means my records or my information I can delete it, but
Yes.
the one which is already available in the system I can just view and copy. That's all.
Yes, you can view and copy. That's it.
Okay.
You don't have the rights to delete it. You can copy from there. Okay, you are already using Instagram page or something, restaurant TV. You can copy, but you cannot have the rights to delete it.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now coming back here. Next, peering. Now peering is not you keep it as pairing. What? Pairing. Pair means what? Pair means how much actually?
Two.
Yes, two. So only two VPCs can able to share the data. That means from A to B means only A to B I can able to do the pairing. At the same time, I cannot put C also and put a triple connection or four connections. I cannot put one VPC to one VPC only. It has to transfer. There is no in between connections. So this will not allow. It will not support transitive peering. It will not support transitive peering. What is this transitive peering means? For example, A is equal to B. A equal to B means B becomes A. Again, B is equal to C. Then obviously A should be equal to C, right? A is equal to B. It's already mentioned A's value is B's value. Now B is become C means C's values become A. Now A and C should be equal, correct? Now this is called transitive peering, but this will not support. If A wants to transfer to B, it has to connect. B wants to transfer to C, B and C has to connect separately. Now A wants to share data to C means they have to connect separately. This is called peering. And at a time only one connection is possible. Only one pairing is possible. Now this pairing can be within your account, between accounts, and between regions. That is one region to another region you can connect either, or inside the same account. You see, this is the same account. You can able to connect it. Now here you can see VPC A is having the destination as VPC B. What is the VPC B ID? 10.3.3.1/16. Same thing, VPC B's destination ID is the number A. We can have only one connection. Not multiple connections is not possible. You can have only one peering resource between the same two VPCs. One peering resource only we can able to possible. Okay, this is called VPC peering, but it will take more time because one VPC to another VPC we have to transfer means it will take more time. That means because it's having a proper connection, like your computer to hard disk. Computer to hard disk, only one pin means plug is only plug point is there, only one in your system means you can able to wait for other data to be transferred. Next one, site to site VPN. Site to site VPN. Site to site means what? Physical location, physical site we say. So site to site, that is one site to another site, one site to another site. It can be from here. You see, physical data center. This is physical data center. From the physical data center, you are moving all the data to the cloud. All the data to cloud. Now, how is it possible? Through VPN. VPN is nothing but virtual private network. Virtual private network. That is, we yesterday we talked about the tunnel, right? Virtual tunnel, like that. We are passing the data from your physical data center to the cloud, inside the server cloud, through the server inside, which is inside the cloud, through virtual private network. Virtual private network, this private network will have to pay for the internet. For the internet we have to pay. Now in between there are some two things are there in between these two operation, new things. That is, one is customer gateway, another one is virtual gateway. Another one is virtual gateway. Now let us take this as an example. For example, you have this Amazon delivery, Amazon delivery boys. Okay. Now, as I told you, I think few days before in the classes I asked, will customer will know about the where is this warehouse actually, Amazon warehouse? Will customers know will know about the warehouse?
No.
No.
No. Fine. Okay. Now, what is this delivery boy's duty actually? Every day morning, he will first go to the warehouse. Huh? Let us keep this as warehouse. Okay. Now, what he will do? Delivery boy. Morning 9 o'clock, he is going for job. First, he'll go to the warehouse. Then,
Yes.
what he will do?
We will collect the list of, or maybe the quantity of items which in his location he can deliver it. Or something like
Exactly.
he will be assigned
Nice.
with some location, say something like
Jayanagar or something. Let us say, I'm just saying
Jayanagar or
Jayanagar.
something like that.
Now,
So,
Jayanagar, there might be some 10 parcels. Okay, now
correct.
he will go inside the warehouse. He will go collect 10 parcels. Will he come out easily from the warehouse without saying anything? He go tuck tuck take it, put it in his bag, and he'll come out.
No, he has to inform somebody in some way.
Yes. Now every parcel is having one sticker. What is that sticker? You are buying in Amazon, right? Amazon or Flipkart, whatever it is. In the parcel box, you will have a sticker or a bill copy. In that, along with that,
Invoice.
Bar-
one thing will be there. What is it?
Invoice.
barcode.
Invoice.
Barcode. Yes.
Okay.
Barcode. Invoices attached, but barcode. You will not go and type each and everything. Na? There
Mm-hmm.
are some millions of parcel are there. Can we sit and type each and everything in the computer? No,
No.
correct. Na? They will go show the parcel, scan, tuck, tuck, scan. One. Now the scan will create a copy. Which copy? A list of items that this delivery boy is going to take or taking and going out. Correct, na? Same thing. This corporate data center, that is physical data center. You are passing the data through customer gateway. That customer gateway will have a check what data you are passing through what channel. Okay, that is one. Now he is going. Which one? VPN is your delivery boy. He will put fuel. Now fuel will be charged. That fuel cost is your VPN. That is your internet charge. That is your internet bandwidth charge. If you are taking large number of data, you are taking terabytes of data, then definitely the bandwidth should be increased, and that internet cost also will increase. Okay. Now this delivery boy. Let us take this delivery boy and the TPN VPN is your delivery boy's vehicle, which is taking the fuel. Fuel is nothing but your internet bandwidth. Now he will go to the customer place. Now customer place, here one more gateway, where in the cloud there are one gateway that is called your virtual gateway. Now let us imagine that this delivery boy is going to an apartment, gated community apartments. There will be one security guy will be there in the gate. Correct, na? He
Yes.
will say that he will check whether what parcel is there. He will scan at least whether some bomb or something is there. He has to scan. Correct. Now same thing here. We have one more check, that is virtual gateway will check what data is going to transfer. Next, yes, okay, data transfer. Now as a security guy also will ask the delivery boy what is the name of the customer, which block he is. Now he will show the route. Okay, B block. He will show the route. B block is here. This is the house, customer house or apartment. He will say. Now it is going to deliver to the customer. Now this is what site to site VPN. As just now I just told you to understand. I'm just saying Same thing, data will be transferred through customer gateway. Here they will have one more check outside itself. Then it will be passed through a private tunnel. What? Private network. That is, this bandwidth is only focused, only going only through him to this particular customer only. It will not deviate. It will not deviate. That's why VPN tunnel. But only the thing is, the bandwidth cost will be more. The bandwidth cost will be more. Now here you can able to see in the private route table, we have mentioned the destination of your virtual gateway ID. From here it has to go to the virtual ID through that route table, private route table, and to the private server. Okay. Next, same thing. Only difference is what? Side to side VPN. Here it is direct connect. You see, same thing. Instead of VPN, that is virtual and private network, which is costing you more bandwidth and the internet cost, we use direct connect. What is meant by direct connect? Let us take, you are transferring 50 GB of data through internet. From internet, you are transferring from one computer to another computer. Will it take more time? Through internet, you are transferring.
Yes.
Okay, what is the best way? Let us take your normally, say, let us take your computer to mobile. You want to transfer one data faster. Which one is the best way?
Data transfer cable.
Exactly, the cable, right? Now, same thing. That's what this direct connection is nothing. Cable, direct connection is nothing but the cable. But where is this direct current is coming from? In the infrastructure, we learned about all the three availability zones are directly connected. I told you with 100-kilometer radius. Yes, na? That is called direct connect. That is called direct connect. All these three availability zones, availability zone A, B, C, they are directly connected under wired connection. Okay, with 100-kilometer radius. Now that direct connect locations are there. In between locations are there. From that location, they will transfer the data. They will go to any one of the nearest data center, the nearest data direct connection center. From there, they will try to transfer the data to that particular private server. Now, this direct connect, that cable name is called a 802.1q VLAN. 802.1q VLAN, which is a big fiber optic cable where we'll have centers. Now, you will be able to see direct connection centers in between. What are the direct connection centers of AWS? You can able to see this. I hope so. AWS
Yes.
direct connector physical locations. Now here you see that there is a page called direct location page itself, where and all they have connections, where and all they have locations. So here you see Asia Pacific, where is the location, what is the bandwidth available there. In Mumbai we have, Bangalore we have, Mumbai, where and all location, Kolkata, Hyderabad, where and all they have locations. First, the connection request will go to the nearest data center. Nearest data center is direct connection center. From there, they will be able to transfer your data faster. Now, the cost also will become less when we use this direct connect.
How do we read this? 1G, 10 GM, 100 GM. Oh, like, is it like gigabyte or something of that sort?
Yes, it is like gigabytes like that only. That is data, how much data we can able to transfer, the bandwidth of data. For
Hmm.
example, it will show it as what this one. Let me just hmm, direct connect. Here you can able to see this is 1G, 10 Gbps, 100 Gbps connections. That is, what are the connections available at that location. Just now I put the location, right? Singapore direct connect location. In that, 1 Gbps, 10 Gbps, 100 Gbps direct connection is available at AQTSG Singapore location. That means how much data you want to transfer. That is your choice. If my bandwidth speed I want 1 GB of megabits, it's enough, or 10 GB I need, or 100 GB I need. Based on that connectivity, what they are saying here is these available, these connectivity, this much speed is available in these locations. So here you see 1G, 10G, 100G, but here you see only 1 Gbps and 10 Gbps connection is only available. If that speed is enough, now whenever we have more Gbps, your data will be transferred faster, like your internet bandwidth only. Correct? Na? Your internet bandwidth, more bandwidth is there, you can able to download a 1 GB of or 2 GB of a video file also very faster. If your Gbps is going in Mbps, it will take more time only. Am I right? Yes, you got it. They are saying these are all available. Which one you want, you have to request on that, and we can able to get that connectivity. We will be coming for other storages and all. At that time, again, you will come to know about how fast we can able to transfer data. This is for your how the VPC entire VPC how you are connecting first itself, or you want to transfer only one particular time you want to transfer it. You can able to use this direct connect. No, okay. Next one. VPC endpoints. VPC endpoints. Now, this endpoints is nothing but the private direct link. Private direct link given by AWS itself one. Otherwise, we have to create a direct link. We have to create a direct link. For example, previously I told like your private server wants to access internet means it will go to from private route table to private server to private route table, then NAT gateway, then route a public route table, then internet gateway, then it has to come. Correct. Now, private route table to access a file which is in the S3 bucket. Now, again, it has to go through all the process and then only it has to go. Now, instead of that, we create a private link where some things AWS have already created some direct links that is called your interface endpoints, which is powered by AWS private link. They already created and they will give you, you can able to use it. Or gateway endpoints, which is you created mainly for your S3 or database. So which one will be accessing mainly? For example, you are creating a registration form. Okay. You are creating a registration form. Now you want your, let us say you are taking a survey. You're taking a survey and you have sent to all the public. You posted in the LinkedIn, Facebook, and everywhere you posted. Now, how will you come to know that how many people have registered? Where you will go and check? Where you will go and check? Where you will go and check? You have created, let us say you have created a Google form. Okay. You created a Google form and you want some feedback. You shared it through public, that is you through LinkedIn, Facebook, and everywhere you shared it to know public what is their opinion. Now, where will you go and check all these things? Whether how many people have applied or how many people have filled it?
Maybe in Commons portal.
And I'm asking Google form. Google form.
Yeah, Google. I think we always received a Google form, but we never know
Oh,
where it.
you don't know. Okay, I will
In
just
the
show you now. Fine.
private,
Huh?
in the private subnet of that. Uh, no.
No. Let me just show you. Now let us take. I am having a test. Okay. I'm having this cloud practitioner mock test. Okay. This Google form I am sending it to the students. Okay. You're able to see this. Okay, cloud practitioner
Yes.
essential. I'm giving the question, and they am asking them to take the test. Okay. Now, where I will go and check whether where is it actually, what is the answer, how much score they got. I'll go
In your
edit this form.
drive.
Yes, no, edit this form. I want to go to response directly, right? Response sheet. Correct? Response sheet. Now the sheet is nothing but your database. The sheet is nothing but your database. When I click the sheet, I will be able to see how many people took the test, how much score they got. All those things I'll be able to take it. Am I right? Now this is called your database. Correct? Now that's why they have mentioned database and gateway access. That is database, and S3 DynamoDB is your database. Now NoSQL database. S3 is your storage. S3 is your storage. Why storage wants to access? Now I don't want to go for this form. First you see that I just go to the form sheet, then I go to edit, then I go to this sheet. Now I can able to directly access this sheet only. You see, I copy here, I open this in a sheet. I directly go to this answer, right? Now this is called private, that is VPC endpoint. This is called VPC endpoint. That is direct link. Instead of going from form and again I click edit and again I go for clicking the database, I directly have the database link itself. I can directly come and access it. Are you getting this? VPC endpoint. I directly give a link. That's what's a direct link, which is powered by private link. Will I give this access to the students actually? This database results?
No.
No.
No. I will give access only to the form. Students can able to enter the form like a new user. He can able to log in. He can able to see this page only. What is the answer? What is all those things and all? They cannot able to access. But I want to access that sheet. So what I will do, I'll copy this edit sheet alone and I'll keep this private link. Let us say I copy this and I'll keep it in a separate place. I will keep it. Now this I can able to access directly. I don't want to go for the form next time. Are you getting? Same thing is for the storage also. Storage in sense, if you somebody has filled a form or like let us say they have given some test. Let us take want to have front end. Now this front end developer position they applied through the Google form. Now here you can able to see this. They have given this drive link. They have given this drive link where they have uploaded their resume. Now this drive link alone is enough. I want to see this guy's resume. I don't want to go for this form or nothing. I just want this link alone. Now this link is called your endpoint. I copy and I paste it in somewhere. I'm going to be able to see that storage. Am I right? So that's why they have mentioned in the VPC endpoint that endpoints, gateway endpoints you can create through S3 for S3 or DynamoDB. For either we'll be creating mainly for what to access the database, either, or you'll go and check whether the storage is there or not. For that only we are going to use it. So this is called VPC endpoint. Same thing here, VPC endpoints will provide default. You can able to have S3 link directly, or you can go for DynamoDB. That you can able to create automatically as VCP ID. That is VPC endpoint, EP endpoint ID. Like how we create NAT gateway and your internet gateway, you will be able to access it. So here you can see server is directly going for elastic network interface, which is automatically attached to the server. It will go through a direct link to access AWS S3. No need of any other resources in between. This is called VPC endpoint. Next, AWS Transit Gateway. AWS Transit Gateway. Now, what is this transit gateway? Is nothing but you see, all this time we learned about customer gateway, VPN peering, VPC peering, direct connect, VPC, everything we have learned. Now, in all these things, there is one drawback. What is that? For example, I want to share the data from one VPC to another VPC. It will take more time. because VPC pairing, if you put, I can put only one pair next to this pair, next to this pair, this pair. If you go for direct connect, again I have to connect from one VPC to another VPC only. Only there, one VPC A to B only it will get transfer the data, not for others, because it's a direct wired connection. Next, other than VPN tunnel. VPN tunnel, if we connect also, we will have to pay more bandwidth. Again, that will also will go from one place to another place, one VPC to another VPC. So all these things, whatever we learned, all these will take more time. Now to avoid that, we come up with a AWS come up with a solution called transit gateway. Now transit gateway is a midpoint, like a hub. Like for example, in Bangalore we have Majestic. Majestic is the main hub. Why Majestic is the main hub? Why people wants to go to Majestic? Main bus stop, the central bus stop. Let us take. Why? Because those who
Heart
want
of
to
the
go for, huh?
is is it because of the heart of the city type?
Accessibility to
No,
everything.
it's a center of hub.
Yeah,
Yes,
central.
accessibility.
Everything
That
is
means
accessible from that hub. We
from
can.
there. Now, if I stand in Silk Board, I can go only to Tamil Nadu. Correct?
Mm,
I cannot go to Pune.
mm,
Cannot go to Hyderabad if I stand in the Silk Board bus stop. Correct?
mm,
Same thing. If I go just I can go to other, I can go to Pune, I can go to Tamil Nadu, I can go to other places also, Mumbai or whatever it is. Right. So it will become a central hub. Now same thing, everybody can able to access. Now same thing, all the VPs connected to central transit gateway. Everyone can able to take the data. Like it A, B, C, D, E. Now previously it is A, B, C, D. Now all these people has to connect one, one, like that. They have to connect. They have to wait for the data to be transferred to the other system or other person. Correct. But now here it's not like that. Everybody are connected to here. It's a common hub. If A has transferred some data to transit gateway, B can access that. C can access at the same time. D can also access. E can also access it. Everyone can able to access in one point. That is called AWS transit gateway. It's a simple solution. When we have that much kind of transferring data, we'll be using this. Okay, we come to the end of this section. Now you have to identify based on the diagram. You have to identify what is this, what is this. Okay, are you ready? Okay, I'm in the full screen. Okay, 1 minute. I'm just share this tab alone so that you'll be in one place. Okay, now you guys tell me what is the first one. When I keep the mouse, you just say what is this one. What should come here? Inside cloud, what is the first one? Based on the previous diagrams, you remember and say what is this one?
VPC.
VPC.
No.
Mm.
VPC means then what is this one? This is one, this is two. What is this two?
Cloud.
Guess. Let us guess. If you're not able to say it also, let us check that. Okay, what is this one? Three.
I think the second one is VPC.
Okay, VPC. Correct. Third one. Third one.
Private.
No. Cloud inside you have first one what? Region. First one
TCP.
is what?
Re-
Region.
Region. Inside region you'll have what?
Availability zone.
Yes, what is this one then? Availability zone. This one is region. This one is availability zone. Okay, this one is VPC. Okay, what is
VPC.
this first one?
Public,
Inside the VPC.
public,
Public subnet. Public
Sub
subnet. Then what is this IP address could be?
Public. Public.
Public IP address. Okay. Now what is this one? Which is inside subnet for internet connectivity? What is this one?
this is NAT,
Yes,
NAT.
NAT gateway. Okay, coming to this one, what is this one?
Private.
private,
private subnet. Like
Private subnet. Now what is this one? Okay, this one, what is this one?
Private IP address.
Yes, private IP address. Good. What is this one? Today also I revised. It will automatically attach whenever you take a private subnet, private server. Elastic network interface.
okay.
Elastic network interface. Okay, here what is this one?
Route.
router,
Route table. What? Route
Route
table. What is this
table.
one?
router.
No, this one. Yeah, this is route table. This one. This is the first one we saw today. It is connected to the VPC mainly for internet connection. What is that one?
Router.
Internet
Routers.
internet gateway. Internet gateway.
Mm.
Okay, now what we call this one as this table as? Same where you
IP,
saw this. Huh?
IP,
No, no, IP address is coming here. What is this entire table we call it as?
Gateway table.
No, no, we gateway table. I didn't say anything gateway table. I told this one also. This one you already said. What is this one? Again, route table. Again, this is the route table explanation. And what should come first in destination? Local communication. Always first the communication should be there. Which one? Which IP address should come here? The local communication should be there.
Right.
Hmm? Your VPC ID. What? Your VPC ID is the first one always. VPC ID. Then local communication should be there. I told you. Again, what is this one?
It's public.
Public. So it should be Internet Gateway IGW.
Right.
Right. So let us check all these things. Region, VPC, availability zone, public subnet. So public IP address, NAT gateway, internet gateway, private subnet, elastic network interface, private IP address, route table. This is the route, that is your IP address of VPC full local communication, and internet gateway is internet gateway ID. Table is called together as route table. You have seen all these things in these. Yes, even you see previously elastic network interface, the symbol. You see the route table symbols. You see all the diagrams, region, availability zone. Yes, internet gateway, NAT gateway, and internet gateway. Fine, fine. So
Yeah.
What are the things we discussed today? We discussed all the VPC networking concepts like Internet Gateway, NAT Gateway, VPC endpoint, VPC peering sharing, site-to-site VPN, direct connection, transit gateway, and VPC visit to implement the designs. So this is the networking concept in networking which we have completed. So tomorrow we'll see about VPC security, NACL, and we have cloud front and Route 53. Maybe I think so. Tomorrow, I'm just going for my hometown for this one. I'll just inform you in that WhatsApp group whether we have the class or not. Okay,
Okay.
is that fine?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll post in the group. Friday, you are available. You everyone are available.
Yes.
Or I
Friday,
think
okay.
Friday Maharashtra is having festival or
No, normal working day.
normal only, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Friday will continue anyway. Okay. Or tomorrow, if I'm able to continue, I'll mention it in the group, WhatsApp group. We can join. I'll automatically create the link and I'll post it. I mean, it'll automatically come to you, right? When I created it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, fine. Okay, guys. So we'll see you tomorrow at the same time. I mean, yeah, I'll update you through WhatsApp. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes. Thank you.